Hi everyone, so today is Wednesday. I finished my last video, I think on Sunday night, and since I don't know yet how I will make next week's video or if I will do a monthly update, I thought I make a short intro for my wheel spin stitching, where I try to touch all of my whips from that I haven't touched this year and get at least 1000 stitches in them. So I will continue this series and you will see whatever decision I make on those other days. But yeah, to continue this, I have spun at the end of the last video, I've spun Long Dog Tap Dancer, where I plan to do another 1000 stitches. Maybe I can show you at which stage it was, because I didn't film it before I started to do my stitching on it, but I did film it, but not for like this video. So yeah, I will show you where I got to, because I was able to finish my 1000 stitches, and we will do the next wheel spin. So there are only, I think, 4 projects left, and only 3 of those I think I haven't touched yet, but you will see when I get to the spinning. So I will swivel you around and show you my progress. So this is where I got to. So this part was already stitched. I think I did it sometime last year or the year before. I only stitched on it like 2 days, and I think I started it in 2023, so yeah, I had it for quite some time, but since I have a few Long Dog projects, I never focused on it. And I think I started it when we were going to a vacation, and after a short time in the car stitching and not looking outside the window, I was feeling sick, so that's mostly where I got to. But yeah, all of this up here is what I did yesterday, and I got 1041 stitches done, which is awesome. So I'm at 5.5% done, and I have 1500 overall stitches done. Yeah, which is quite nice. So here you can see this is what I got done. I kind of like this pattern because of those pipes. You can work your way through quite nicely, so I kind of enjoyed how it was designed, because it gives your stitching quite a nice flow. So here would be the border, so it's not that much bigger, and I think here is the middle of the pattern. So yeah, it has kind of a nice size. This is a 32 count linen, stitched 2/2 with DMC, I think 3826, which is like a burnt orangey color. So let me take the iPad away. It's in the morning, so I think the lighting is quite accurate, so I think you can tell how it will look. I think the color is Twilight Blue by Permin. Right, so that is it. So let me pull up the spinning wheel. 1 second. So only 4 pieces left, which is quite awesome. So maybe this month, yeah, like October, it's Wednesday, 1st of October, I will be able to have all my stitches, all my whips touched, and some progress on it. Yeah, the next one is Sherazade Stream, so let me pull it up and come back to you 1 second. So let me put that away, and here we are. So this is the right way around. So this is stitched on Vintage Country Mocha. I think that's a quite standard cross stitch fabric. 40 count, stitched 1/2, so only 1 thread stitches. So it's quite similar to 10 of my other 40 count stitches in size. It has quite some nice colors. I started this in the middle, other like my Mary Morgan, where I started with the corner, and I had it in a nerd hoop for quite some time. One time a bigger and a smaller, so it has some hoop marks. I think I will probably stitch it in hand too, since it's one-threaded stitching, and this is what I enjoy doing currently because it's just more comfortable for me to stitch in hand, because I can sit however I want to, like a gremlin. But yeah, so I probably will do some of the border down here. I don't know yet. Let's see. I can pull it up in markup. This is a pattern by Fox and Rabbit, I think. Ah, no, it's by Twin Peak Primitives. I think Fox and Rabbit is the Mary Morgan one. So yeah, this is where I started at. Maybe I will put in some of the blue, or maybe I can start with the pergola, I think you could call it. I don't know. Or I will just work on this border, which could give me quite some fast progress. But yeah, I quite enjoy the colors. They're very pastel-y and very nice and colorful. And yeah, let's see where I get to. Currently I'm at 2.16%. It's overall 44 stitches, so it's quite a bit bigger than Mary Morgan. It's also very large. I'm very excited to get to the borders here. They also have some back stitching in, which make them look quite nicely. So here is the picture. You can't see a lot because it's quite pixelated, but yeah, it's a very nice sampler piece, and I can't wait. But yeah, the border is very, very intricate, and the color choices overall are quite nicely. But yeah, I will see you when I get some progress on it. I think the plan is just do some 1000 stitches on it, and get some progress in. Yeah, I also want to show you where my, since it's the start of the video, where my other focus pieces are at. So this is my full coverage Dream by Yukari. Sorry, I will take the camera back for a bit. So a few days ago I finished this page down here, and I'm working on those 2 pages to get the full row finished. Yeah, so this is what I'm going to currently focus on to get some progress in. And yeah, then there will only be the square in the middle to be done, or like the middle or the upper part. I think it's easier if I show you, because it's so big I can't, if I don't stand up and take everything out of the hoop, I can't show you the full pattern, because it's stitched on 16 count Aida and it's quite big. So yeah, this is easier. So this is where I'm currently working at, so that I get this left side up and finished, and there's only this square in the middle, but all down here is already done. So yeah, I will do this, and then I will let you know where I'm continuing to work on. But yeah, mostly I show it every time I have a page finish, or at the end and beginning of videos. I don't know yet what my plans are for it for October, because I sometimes feel quite burned out on it. On the other hand, I see a ton of progress, and since I'm now at under 100,000 stitches, and I'm very close to 80% done, so I think maybe a goal is to this week get it to 80%, which would be like about 2000 stitches, which I could get done in 2 to 3 days. So maybe it's possible till Sunday, but we will see. But yeah, that's what I'm currently planning. But yeah, I'm quite happy. I hope I can get it to let's not let's knock on wood, but maybe I could get it to this year I could get it to under 50,000 stitches, which would be quite nice, because 50,000 sounds a lot more manageable to get done in a year, but yeah, I just don't know. It depends on how the end of the year works out and how I'm feeling about stitching on it, because if I stitched a lot on it, and since I've been working on it for such a long time, because it has so many stitches and it's stitched full cross, it just takes so much time. But yeah, I'm quite happy with the progress. Hopefully one day I can frame it, finish it, whatever. And yeah, my other more or less focused project, I haven't done anything on it since the last video you saw it. It has the beginning of this bubble started, so no, hope I don't lose this needle because the needle minder isn't super magnetic, so yeah. Don't mind the threads here, it's just so they get sewn in nicely. But yeah, hopefully I can finish this bubble. My plan is to finish it this year. I don't know yet how much I will get done this month, but overall the progress is quite nicely. Like a long dog, it's just one color thread, and yeah, I will surely get some more progress. So I will come back to you as soon as I have some more progress to show you, and I hope you have a nice middle of the week, end of the week, whenever you watch this. See you, bye! Hi everyone, so I have a small update for you. I did my 1000 stitches on Sherazade Stream by Twin Peak Primitives. I have done about, let's see, 1096 stitches. So I didn't have all those parts done, so I had the basket with the red flowers, but the blue flowers are new addition. I continued on this motif and filled in more of the colors, and I also started on this side and continued on some parts down here. So I was kind of all over the place, but I finished it. I hope you can see it properly because the light is quite harsh, but yeah, it's also quite a nice sunny day out, so you can see it quite clearly because it's so bright. But yeah, this is where I got to, and I will spin the wheel again for the last few projects. It's only 3 left. The Christmas Crackers Muse by Mirabilia and Hydrangea Autumn Fog Garden by Chatelaine. So let's see which one I will work on. So it's a Christmas cracker. Let me pull it out 1 second. So there are 4 Christmas crackers in this pattern, and I have finished the stitching on one. So there's this one and there's another one. So I totally forgot. I already started this one and also started a few stitches on this one, and this one didn't get any stitches. So I probably will continue with this or this one. So this one up here or this one on here. I probably will fully finish them when all of the stitching is done. So I will cut the fabric apart. So I already pulled the thread through where I later need to cut it, but it's sometimes easier if you work with a hoop if the fabric is a bit bigger, because you can use a bit of a bigger hoop. And yeah, so I've got the floss pack from the Victorian Sampler, and so let me pull it out. It looks like kind of a mess because they have those thread bags where you have all the different threads and you kind of think about which one is the right one. But yeah, so I will I think the plan is to totally do and finish the full the stitching of one of those hampers. I don't think it will take me that long. I think I can finish it today. But yeah, I think the hardest one is to decide which of those crackers I'm going to do. But maybe if it's quite fast, maybe I can make two. But yeah, here is the one that's already finished. So it has quite some nice floss. This is some hand-dyed floss with some irrigation and also some nice beading in it. I think this is an 18 or an 28. I think it's 28 count fabric probably. But yeah, I will show you when I have some more progress for you. See you. Bye. Hello. So it is the next morning, and I was able to finish the stitching on another of the crackers, so I don't fully finish them until I have all of them stitched. This was the one that I had already done, and I also continued to stitch on this one up here. So there's only the other stitches left on here, and the one with I think it's the one with the gingerbread man, but yeah, I had the yellow stitches already done, but everything else is stitched new, fresh, however you want to call it. But yeah, it's a small Santa and some vines and stuff, but yeah, it was quite a fast stitch, so I think my estimate of 2,500 stitches is a bit high. I think it's more 500 or like 1,000 stitches. I don't know, but yeah, I'm quite happy. So this will go away. Maybe I will pull it out around Christmas time again, because I don't think it's like 1 to 2 days of stitching to finish all of the stitching on them. I don't know how long it would take me to fully finish them, but I guess maybe 1 day per cracker, somewhere around that. But yeah, I'm quite happy with it. It was quite a nice, how do you say, it was a bit different than all the other stitching I usually do, because it's specialty stitches and just a few cross stitches to do on it. But yeah, I can recommend if you wanted to try it. I don't know if the Victorian Sampler has the material packs still available. Maybe you can find some shops that has them. I'm not too sure. So they are both green, but it's I have still left the Muse by Mirabilia and the Hydrangea Autumn Garden by Chatelaine, and let's see which one is the lucky one. It's the Muse. I'm quite happy because the Muse is really one that I didn't touch this year. Hydrangea I only started this year, and I think it has about 300 stitches, so I wanted to make it like a bigger start. This is why it's on the spinning wheel. But yeah, the Muse is quite a good choice. I already picked it up because it was quite likely that one of those two will be chosen. So yeah, this is also a Permin linen. I think if you saw maybe the tap dancers and stuff, this is the quite stiff linen, but it's the called for white chocolate linen which is called for by the pattern. I don't know which side is up, if it's this way or the other way, but yeah, it's quite a small start. I think it was at the end of the year that I started it, end of last year, and yeah, I have it fully kitted up with all the beads, all the threads, all the specialty threads and stuff. So I only need to get started on it more. But yeah, my goal is I think about 1,000 stitches. I don't know exactly where it will get me, but yeah, I don't think she's super big. I think she's some of the smaller Mirabilia, so I guess somewhere around here. I don't know. You can probably tell when I get more stitches done, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's 32 count and 2/2 full cross, or like I think some specialty stitches and beading and stuff, but yeah, I will get back to you when I have it done. But when I have stitched on this, I have touched all my whips this year. So my other goals till the end of the year will probably be to, like the same with hydrangea, to get at least 1000 stitches done on all of my whips. But overall, I have touched everything. I know and my projects now, but yeah, so maybe I will do some more full coverage stitching in the next few days, because all of my unconventional cross stitch patterns and stuff didn't get any attention the last few months, so maybe that would be a nice change to what I've done the last few weeks. But yeah, I will get back to you. See you later. Bye. Who would have guessed this was like 2 months ago? This was the beginning of October. I have now, I think it's the 30th of November, so like almost 2 months. It's like the beginning of December this week. Yeah, I did finish my goal on the Muse, and then I kind of lost my will to stitch. I did a lot of knitting. I had a ton of fun knitting those 2 months, but I almost didn't get any stitching done. Only the last few days I got back into it and was able to get some progress in a few projects. But yeah, I just didn't feel like it. I think I burnt myself out a bit on stitching, and in general I do have a few crafting hobbies. I kind of expected it to happen because it's like an on and off thing. For example, at the halfway mark or like the beginning of summer, I think I also had some time where I absolutely didn't stitch. Yeah, so let me update you on what I've been up to and what I've stitched. I watched the short clips I already filmed, and which you probably now already saw. But yeah, I will try to get back into the flow and recall what I stitched on and what I thought about it. But yeah, I'm doing great. I have been on maternity leave for the last few weeks. So yeah, my due date is in the next few weeks, I guess. But yeah, otherwise I've been doing pretty well. But yeah, I've been knitting more. I have been knitting a ton of stuff, and I haven't been stitching a lot, so out went all the big plans on what I will stitch on in the last three months of the year, but I'm totally fine with it. The only thing I think I would have loved to get some more progress on my big full coverage piece, but I guess it is what it is, and I have to be okay with that, and that's okay. Yeah, so let me show you my progress on the Muse by Mirabilia. I was able to get over 1000 stitches on it. I will turn you around and show you, so you know what I'm talking about. 1 second. So, this is where it got to. I hope the lighting is fine. It's in the evening, so you won't get the super clear, all natural lighting, but this is as close as it gets. So I only had, I think, those dark green stitches done, and the rest is all new. This is some variegated floss, which goes from like pink to some gray, greenish blue. And I tried to make the variegation a bit more intentional and not all over the place, and not just like vertical or horizontal lines. I don't know if I managed too well, but yeah. For example, here this side is blue and this is more pink, and also up here it's more on the left side. And I also realized because the pattern is quite symmetrically, but the stitches are not, which kind of bothers me. I understand it's part of the design, it's totally okay, and I think also the design process of Nora Corbett, because she's like a painter, and I understand that it's not completely symmetrical, but it kind of feels strange stitching this without it being fully symmetrical, like some stitches here and there, and it's kind of it feels strange, I think, or maybe it's just my issue with it. I also think with the variegation, I kind of had to get over it being the same colors on both sides and stuff, which, yeah, I think it works for me now, but I had to take some time getting used to it. It wasn't coming naturally to me because I'm very used to, like I said, things being symmetrical and stuff. But yeah, I kind of enjoyed it. I don't know when I will continue on it, but yeah, I'm happy with the progress. I enjoyed working with different kinds of threads that I don't usually work with. For example, something that's this strongly variegated light from two totally different colors, like a blue, gray to a pink. But yeah, it worked out. I'm quite happy with it. But like I said, I don't know when I will work on it again. I mean, it's already like 2 months since I last worked on it, so it doesn't feel like I worked on it recently, but yeah, but I don't know, it feels strange talking about something that I stitched long ago. Like, yeah, I try to think about what my thoughts on it were, but yeah, it's my first Mirabilia, so just some things I experiencing with this designer the first time, but yeah, I enjoyed. Yeah, I can only recommend trying different designers because they are so different, all their patterns and stuff. Yeah, so I did not do any wheel spinning after that. The Hydrangea Autumn Fog Garden, I didn't pull it out because I only started it this year and I didn't feel the need to do 1000 stitches on it, so yeah, that's my thoughts on it. I also didn't get any progress in the last 2 months, so the status, or like, yeah, I think the status that you saw of the Dream by Yukari picture at the beginning of the video is still the same, so it didn't change any, so I won't show it to you. It's the same. You just have to go back in the video, then you see the exact same amount of stitches on it. I did pull out, I think it was also at the end of October, the Rose in Heart by, I think the designer is Vedanta. Sorry, the fabric is a bit wrinkled. It's one of my travel projects, or more or less travel projects, because it's so small and it's easy for me to take it with me. It's currently at 79% done, which is quite nice. So I think all stitches up here on the right hand side and left hand side are done. So just in the armor in the middle. I'm stitching this with the Armor Obsession Style, I think with Liari Wenger and I don't remember the other person on Instagram, which kind of enabled me on starting it. I also found out a few days ago there is a companion piece, I will show it to you somewhere here, which I might start after I finish this one, but I don't have any particularly plans on it. Sorry, it's so wrinkled, it's kind of bothers me, but yeah, this is you can tell a bit clearer which parts are done or not, because this is a yellowish fabric, so it might not be that easy to see which parts are missing. But yeah, I'm doing it color completion or by color, so I try to finish all the colors. So yeah, I'm 79% done. Still have to do 6,289 stitches. I'm doing 2/1 10 stitch. The piece isn't particularly meant to be stitched like that, but a ton of full coverage pieces you can convert to that, because it also has some blends with only 2 colors. So if you do 2 strands, even if you do 10 stitch or full cross, it shouldn't be an issue. I also saw people do full cross with one strand and doing one leg in the one color and the other leg in the other color. But yeah, I started it in, I don't know, I think, yeah, here you see it, in July. I started it, and yeah, I got a ton done. So I thought maybe I could finish it this year. I don't have any plans on finishing this year, so it's not a hard goal. But I think it's not too far away because because of the 10 stitch, it's easy for me to do 1,000 stitches a day, especially now that I don't have to go into work. But yeah, in a few weeks, other responsibilities are added to my life, so we'll see. But yeah, I'm quite happy with the progress. I quite enjoy stitching on it. I mostly stitch it in hand, just because it works nicely for me. I hope through ironing and washing that it will even out a bit more, because I think in some places I pulled the threads too hard. So maybe look at my backside. It looks chaotic, but yeah, this is how I stitch. I carry threads. Not super far, but I will carry threads. And because of that, patterns look like this. But yeah, I think it should work out. Also, if you do 10 stitch, the pieces tend to slant a bit because you pull the fabric only in one direction and not like with a cross in two directions. So just be mindful if you do 10 stitch that this is something that could happen. People usually block it. So when they wash it, they pin it, so it will dry straight. But I will figure that out when I get to it. But yeah, I enjoy it. I can only recommend doing smaller full coverage pieces with 10 stitch. They are more manageable than those huge ones, especially my others that are all over 100,000 stitches. And yeah, I enjoyed it. And another one that got a ton of progress is Fisherman by Elissa Ockneys, I think the designer's name is. I started it, I think, in the middle of the year. Yeah, in August I started it. It's at 63% done. It's overall just 12,000 stitches, and I only have 4,500 stitches to go, so it would also be a possible finish this year. I don't know yet, but yeah, I quite enjoy the colors. I can't wait to get more on it done. It's also a travel piece, that's why it's also wrinkled, and I also stitch it in hand, so I just roll it up and stitch on it. Yeah. Oh, I totally forgot I already added. I think that's all of the back stitching. I don't think there's any more back stitching to it than those. So yeah, only have the trees here to do. I think some of those are 10 stitch, some of those are full cross. So this design has, like you see down here, has 10 stitch and full cross mixed to give it some more dimensions. I think maybe if you use some colored fabric, like some light blue or something, maybe the color shifting would be more noticeable, which can be a very nice effect. But yeah, I had this fabric laying around and I love the colors. They are quite autumnal, however you you want to say it. But yeah, I enjoy it. And maybe in the next few weeks, I don't know. I have a particular plan, and all the other stuff is bonus. Everything else I get done. Another one, I did get some stitching in. This is Good Life Train by, I don't remember the name. I think I will butcher it because I think I can't read it properly. This is how the pattern will look like. I'm stitching it similar to Rose in Heart, which is originally meant for full cross, but it's full coverage, and I think it also only has plans with at maximum 2 colors, and yeah, I only had those pink stitches done in August, and I did some of the blue stitches up here, so now I'm at 170 stitches, which is not a ton of progress. I will probably get more on it done when the Rose in Heart pattern is done, but yeah, like I said, I want to start maybe some more smaller full coverage because I quite enjoy them. I think they're easier to frame, and yeah, it's fun to stitch it, and I can stitch it in hand because bigger full coverage is quite hard, and also those don't have that many different colors, so it's a lot easier. So 1 second, let me pull up my long dog. So I almost forgot to pull it out. So I will leave it in the hoop for this video. I hope you're okay with that, otherwise I'm sorry, or I'm not, however you prefer. This is the one that I got back into stitching the last few days. I started rewatching all the Flosstube that I missed the last 2 months because I also didn't watch any Flosstube. It's just, yeah, I think I just was over stitching the last few days. So the last time you saw it, I was stitching on this bubble. I think I had some stitches here done and this part here. So the last few days I completely finished this bubble. I started and finished this bubble. Did all those little stuff in between. I also stitched this bubble and did those 2 deers up there and this smaller bubble. So I got a ton of it done. I'm quite happy with the progress. So I got over 5,000 stitches in. I also carried the border around. I think that also wasn't done when you last saw it. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it wasn't done. So yeah, it's only, so if you want to see how it will look completed, I only have this part here done, and I really want to finish it because you can see it right here, but I already put in 2025, not 25, so it would be kind of it would hurt me if I wasn't able to finish it in 2025, and I think I can make it. So this is my primary goal for this year, for the end of the year, to finish this one. Maybe finish Rose in Heart and the Fisherman. Those are like the most realistic goals. I don't know, maybe I will get back into my full coverage Dream by Yukari. Maybe I can get those 2 pages in, but yeah, I don't want to overestimate what I can get done, because it probably won't be much. But yeah, so I will continue with this bubble, I think in the next few days, maybe today, tomorrow, one of those days. And so here is one bigger bubble left, the one with the cats and the swan, and those 2 bubbles. So I think it's quite manageable. They are 8,500 stitches left. It's at 77%. Yeah, as you can see today I already did 1,000 stitches. It's because it's just one color, it's easy for me to stitch. It's easy to mindless stitch when watching TV. It's yeah, I don't have to put a ton of thought into it. It's just, I think, the one I'm most up to stitching. So yeah, I'm quite happy with how I got it, and I really hope I can make it a finish. But yeah, this is how it's looking right now. So it's already hard to get it into the picture, so let me try. But yeah, when it's finished I will give you a full look on it. But yeah, I quite enjoyed it. Another piece that I got a bit of stitching in, I also have it in a hoop currently, so you won't see that much. Sorry, my cat is bothered that I don't give her enough attention. I put in some of those orange stitches. This is Modern Folk Embroidery, the 2024 SAL, No Time Like the Present. And I think, yeah, I only put in some of those orange stitches. I think it's like 250 stitches, so it's not a ton of progress. Yeah, just so you know, and I'm not keeping any stitching I did a secret or stuff. I don't know why I feel inclined to it, but yeah, this is what I got to. I also received some fabrics that I ordered a few months ago. I don't remember exactly. Sorry if it's too rusty. I ordered from Leah Revenga. She had some one-of-a-kind dyed fabrics, and I was already... Sorry. I hope you don't mind. She had some one-of-a-kind sale, and also she started a sale for the JetX Stitch birds, like the blueberry jay and the cherry magpie. So she dyed specifically for those two patterns. So this is for the cherry magpie and this is for the blueberry jay. And I can't wait to start them, but I'm currently not feeling up to it. They are 36 count linen, and I will stitch them one thread over two strands of fabric with one strand of floss. Sorry. Yeah. So this is my plan, and yeah, whenever I will get to it. It's just I have it already kitted up. I have all the DMC floss. I will just have to find the time, but yeah, I don't want to start it and then not, I don't know, not stitch on it, kind of. I already had a fit on the starts, but yeah, since shipping to Austria is a bit more expensive from her fabric store, I used the chance to get all the fabrics at once. She also sent me a sampler of her new pumpkin color, which I quite enjoy. I have a pattern from Shaded Stitchery. I think it's called Broken Wing. That will look great on this, which needs a yellowy orangey. It's a bit more orange than it looks on camera right now, but I probably will stitch it on this fabric. Yeah, I also want to stitch from JetX Stitch Poison Apple Tree, which also would fit, I think, on this fabric. I don't know if size-wise, maybe. Otherwise, I will use one of those yellowish or brownish fabrics. And I want to stitch Iron Made by D20, I think, or Uncanny Carry. Maybe on one of those reddish, pinkish fabrics, because it's a very pink design, or maybe on this like more brown color. But yeah, that's are my plans. Don't expect me to stitch them any soon or start them anytime soon. But yeah, those are my plans. If you get the chance to order some fabrics from Leah Revenga, I can only recommend. Every few months she does those one-of-a-kind sales because she tries out new colors, I think. So she tests new dyes, so she has some fabrics that she will often sell like every few months. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're doing well and you have a nice December. I don't know when I will get back to filming again. I probably will do a whip parade, maybe, if I find the time. It's just very hard for me currently to make any specific plans because I just don't know yet. But yeah, see you when I will get to it. Hopefully not in 2 months, so maybe a bit sooner, but yeah, you will notice when another video is uploaded, I guess. See you. Bye.